Welcome to Cartel Tycoon. Going back to a game that we visited a long time ago, but now we're looking at 1.0 release, and we have kind of an impossible, we want to do survival with one kappa, which is basically impossible. In order to do that, we have to play a couple other games to get some things unlocked. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to play with Jesus Garza here. And we're going to pick our favorite location to start with. Let's give this a whirl. I'm going to try with the music from the game just to give the game a shot here. And then we're going to roll. I think I picked research. That looks like the levels might be okay. It'll let me know if the music is too loud. Actually, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's about right. Okay, so we have our location. First thing we want to do, I want to check out our neighbors. All right, these guys have deals that they're willing to do, even if they hate us. All right, so we've got access to a meth deal and I think a coke deal. We might mix it up, or we might do... No, yeah, we'll do meth and coke over there. And then over here... This guy's going to want 50 grand in cash, because he always wants 50 grand in cash. And then we'll check, because you have a wide range of lieutenants. You get different ones every time. This guy, he has a terror requirement, and I usually like to run my game low terror. Got a terror requirement, which I don't like, but he does have a low terror requirement, so he might be okay. We'll go ahead and get this guy now. And I know Gina's got a crazy terror requirement. I mean, good grief. So we'll let those two hang out till we get built out here a little bit. And I think we want to check. Always hire first, because sometimes you get certain things unlocked, but in this game we have to unlock everything to win. But we're gonna need an export point. Man, that seems loud. And probably makes sense to also upgrade our warehouse. You know what? I think I'm gonna execute a robbery here. Get some dirty money. And let's put together some high quality farms. Some rich soil. We'll connect all of that back to our home base. Of course, we have to start from here for some reason. All right, and then... Oh, well, we gotta wait for that to get researched. Maybe we'll squeeze in a couple more. A couple more. Farms, and then we'll put down primary interesting part of this game is the dirty money, legal money mechanic. Right, so the cities allow you to build buildings that you can then use to launder your dirty money. I mean, sometimes you can use dirty money to build them. Whenever you can do that, sometimes it's worth it, even though it costs you a little bit more. So we're going to build a casino here. It's kind of part of my standard opening gambit. That robbery triggered a little bit of terror, but it also gave us almost 20 grand in dirty money. Oh yeah, we're still way too loud. What is going on here? All right, and as soon as that research is done, we're going to use the dirty money to build our aerodrome. Aerodrome? Let's see if we can squeeze that in. Here. We'll hand deliver the cash for that. We're gonna move this guy to the casino. The casino's picked up a little bit of the dirty money. He's got 19. I'm gonna have him deliver the other 11. It's gonna disable the casino, but that's okay. More important to get this Aerodrome 1 going. Alright, our capo has opium cultivator, so he can make farms around him more efficient. So we just gotta find a... That's not really the optimal space. There's one more farm we could get, but we should have built one farm here. Then it would have been perfect. But, you know. We're going to hire this guy, even though he's infamous. We're going to keep him out of town. Whenever he's in town, he causes terror. So we'll just let him run the aerodrome. Warehouses are full. But this aerodrome is going to be ready to export stuff rapidly here in a minute. Yeah, so this guy is basically calling to intimidate me. I'm sure I can handle a little competition. So quick to beat the odds, but there's even ground to be found here. There's even ground to be found here. You see, gang leaders come in all shapes and sizes, even defined individually by their beliefs. Yeah, so he's basically telling us that we need to schmooze with these other gang leaders, which we will do momentarily. Let's just get this initial thing hooked up, and we're going to connect this warehouse directly and this one directly, so the trucks don't have to go all the way around. They can just go zip, 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 back and forth really quick on that little road. So since we have the upgrade, we can have a lieutenant in this aerodrome. That means another slot opens up. We're waiting for the research though, because we need... Oh, wait. Maybe we need more space in the warehouse. So they flew off with some of the product. And they're going to come back with this amount of dirty money. And since the aerodrome is a smuggling point, I try to keep it on dirty money. But now we've got this dirty money that's literally at this location that we need to get back to this casino. Now we can do that with the hotel because it's got trucks and transportation network built into it. So we connect that to that. Those trucks should then deploy out to the aerodrome, bring it back to the hotel. And since this casino is within range of the hotel, it should drop off that stuff directly to the hotel. Trucks go out. They pick up the money. They bring it back to the hotel. And then they drop it off in the casino. So now we're laundering dirty money. And for $1,800 per day for 7 days, we'll get $12,600 clean money. Certain things like research can only be done with clean money. All right, so now we've got a whole different set of problems. We need to connect to this main road so we can get out to these other locations from there, and we can also get there from there. And then we need another lieutenant. Hopefully in 12 days we'll get a lieutenant that's not crazy for terror. But we can use this guy. You have to have one person to guard, but you don't lose access instantly if you don't have somebody guarding the city. So right now we're going to do a deal to use dirty money to buy product from these other gangs. This is a good deal. We can basically double our money here. But we're going to have to do it manually. So I'm going to send this lieutenant specifically here. And a lot of people don't know about that ability to do those deals, so might be breaking news for some people. And then we're going to take it to a warehouse. Now, it's going to go to the airport, but if the airport gets full, then it just gets wasted. So I send it to the warehouse, then the warehouse sends it to the airport, and that way there's a little bit of a buffer there, and we're less likely to waste product. All right, so he's asking us, there's a building that was found by a local bank, and we can either gut it, get 8,000 in legal, or we can keep it and get a free workshop. It's a little early for workshops for us right now, so we're gonna take the money. And that reminds me, we need to make sure we're always researching. Let's knock out level 1 buildings. And then transport company is always good. Then we'll skip. How much does it cost to get workshop level 2? 33 grand. Oof. We'll pick up level 1, and maybe we'll also do that. Airports are nice. They can ship both legal and illegal goods. And so on this side, we've got the illegal stuff. On the left, the illegal stuff. Then on the right, we've got the legal stuff. And those prices get adjusted by how much you export. If you try to export way too much really fast, then the prices drop. We've already experienced a little bit of a price drop already. Over here, on the left here, right above my character portrait, we can see the open quests. Obviously, we have lending to a friend, which we already talked about. That mayor wants us to loan him 50 grand. He's just going to keep it. It's not a loan. All right, so we've picked up the resources that we agreed to buy, and now we've got a separate quest to drop off 22,330 in dirty money. I'm going to let the hotel take care of that. We can temporarily connect that. Let this guy go back to guarding. So that gives us a good influx of dirty cash. And I'm going to use some of it right now to build a jewelry store. All right, so this guy's attacking. So yeah, this is just an intimidation phone call. He's coming from here, so I need to schmooze. I need to schmooze with this guy. We're at the airport, and this guy's bags are being looked at. And I just wanted to apologize. I just wanted to prove that I could do it. Did you arrange this little stunt? I have my ways. All right. And then while we're at it, we're going to start the process. Well, we should wait until we've resolved the battle here, which is probably going to be Zoroing aside. Let's pause this. How close are these guys? They're still halfway decent distance away. We can probably deliver. And then put our capo back there, and then we'll move you to a neutral location. Ooh, there's 20 grand. Get that move too. We might be able to move most of that in one shot. Deliver. So this guy can only drop off 5 grand. How much can I deliver? Deliver. All right. Well, we'll save most of it. Will you just listen to that noise? What does this guy want? Oh, yeah, he's just introducing me to the mayor powers. So the mayor has the ability to decrease terror, but you trade loyalty, and the loyalty is up here. Right? There's 4 different levels of loyalty. And the terror is over here. So you can trade terror down for loyalty down. Or you can take away all the government blockaded items, buildings. I almost never use that, but if your terror level trips over the police or the DEA, they will come in. There's a word I want there, but I can't remember it. But they take over your building and then you can't use it. Or you can freeze the attention, which means you can go over this level without the police being triggered, or you can just borrow money. Take out a loan. You take out a dirty money loan and he gives you clean money. All right. So now there's nothing in this airport. Let's see. See, that guy caused terror just by being in town for that split second. Let's see if they do anything. There's really nothing for them to take. Yep, they did nothing. So now we'll just turn this back on. We'll pay with clean money just to get the dirty money seated. Now that there's dirty money in there, probably from the hotel, which is fine, we'll go back to dirty money. All right. Now, this guy wasn't happy with this, but we've charmed him a little bit. We're also going to do a deal with him. We're going to buy some of his meth. Yeah, that's over double. We'll use this guy again. Fine, we'll ask for a favor. I don't want you to feel like we're not friends. I'm going to build a residence down here. Eventually, I want to delete that hotel. So we can build a bank, which launders money more efficiently. We're going to deliver this product to this warehouse. So he's just saying that we have enough dirty money in our warehouse to pay him off or repay our loan, which is good. So it really taxed our dirty money, but we got a lot of legal money out of that transaction. So that was worth it. The real problem with those loans is that the hotels or the residences, they focus on paying back the loans above everything else until those loans are paid back. So we're selling off some equipment. I think this was a dryer. We're just going to take the money in those cases pretty much exclusively. Our terror level is low, so the fact that we're overloading this aerodrome is not hurting us. Checking the soil quality for what can grow here. All right. So this we might need to take advantage of at some point. I think we'll take this over, put some workshops down here. Make use of this village. All right, let's do some of that. We research the transport company. This allows us to do targeted deliveries. Right now, the warehouse, just put 2 of these in, and then while we're in here, see if we can squeeze in one more farm. So the warehouse allows you to do things just based off of the radius. It can pick stuff up within its radius, and it can drop off if it makes sense within its radius, but you can't tell it to do anything particular. Transport company, it can receive within its radius. It's picking up. Warehouses are delivering to the transport company, but then you have to specify where you want those things to go, but you can do that outside of the radius. So it's a convenience thing. It allows you to move things around, or dare I say, transport them. We're going to disconnect the hotel from the aerodrome and connect the residence. Multiple things can be connected to one building at a time, but we're going to delete the hotel here in a second. But we need to make sure that that money is not there. Ooh, and we need to make sure that we pay for our product. This one means 21,000. So there was a... as a lieutenant, we're always on the lookout for some potential enemy buildings that we can strip for assets. We found a suitable building, but the money inside was taken from nearby indigenous folks. We could take the building and keep the money, or we could return it in return for their loyalty. Yeah, it's 21,000 dirty. We're keeping that. All right. I think the hotel is clear. All the stuff is gone. All right, he's in the right place. Oh, we can recruit somebody new. We're going to do that using the residents. I just wanted to show you that you can recruit people from the residents. Oh, this guy's an opium cultivator as well. That's going to allow us to generate a lot of product. We'll put him there. And we'll build a bank using 65,000 clean. And while we're here, we'll take a loan. Every time you use this loan capability, it gets more expensive. You pay more and more in dirty for the same 30 grand. Want to sketch out some workshops. Let's put another residence down. Use that to control the cash flow. Yeah, we'll put a little back road here. You know what? We forgot to pay that guy. We talked about it and then we didn't do it. Let's try to keep him on the good side. So he's just saying, hey, there's enough in your warehouse to cover my debt. We're going to pay him off. Oh man, Kobe's a good one. Colby, excuse me. He allows us to do deals. So right now we've been shipping out so much opium that the price is dropping. But he's got the make deal capability on opium, which gives us a temporary higher price. Now it's small to start. It's only 100 units at 90, but down here 700 is 120. That's really good. So we're going to start that. And then I want to put in this residence, but I'm getting distracted by a million other things simultaneously. Let's put this in. Residence is powerful. Let's cover... I think somewhere in this area looks good. All right, how much do we have left to pay this guy? Basically the full freight. Let's deliver from the airport directly. All right, we owe him 2 more grand. I'm gonna pull you off here and deliver that 2 grand right now. In fact, we're gonna make sure by delivering a little extra. It goes into a sort of a vault in the city for us, so we're not losing it. It's just sort of sequestered. Okay, we got that guy off our back. I think I want to delete this part of the road. We got a couple of things we need to do. I think the next thing is we need to take over this village from these local thugs. We'll switch these workshops over to dirty money. Since we've got this residence here, makes sense to use dirty money whenever we can. Promoting people means that they get more costly. So here's the problem with this guy. He has the laundering manager, which is 10% more volume in laundering, which is amazing. But he also has infamous. So if he's in a city, he causes terror. So in order for him to use his laundering, he has to be causing terror. So I'm just going to give him a power upgrade. We could use that power upgrade right now. Coca cultivator. I'm probably going to use that one, but I don't need it right now. So I'm going to hold off on paying him. And then I think if we put a warehouse... Oh man, a little closer and it would have been in the range of the village. We should take over... Well, we could probably put one down. Let's put one down. 2 grand. We're going to have this transport company send product down here. And just that one for now. And then we need to do some research. I'm going to say gravel, better road, and then we'll improve our workshop activities. So those, all right, so what's up with the workshop? Basically here, you're packing illicit materials with legal materials. The default recipe is vegetables and opium, but we're going to change it to coffee. And we're going to do these two. The reason is this recipe allows us to squeeze more in, right? So if we look at the capacity, we can do 52 per slot. Obviously, we're not filling this up yet, so that's another thing we're going to have to look at. But if we use coffee, they can take 18 coffee. All right, so 18. And this recipe is 5 units of opium per coffee. So if we look at this is 18 times 5. That's 90. So we pack in more Now, technically, you only really need to do this for seaports and things like that, that only, well, if you try to ship illicit goods unpacked through a seaport, it's terror every single time. But in this case, it's just a matter of efficiency. We can ship opium out without causing terror. This is our airport. No inspectors or anything like that, right? But by packing it in coffee first, we can have a big crate, and then we can put more material in that same slot. So that's my thought. But as you're observing, we don't have access to coffee, and that's the reason why I'm eyeing this village, because we can buy stuff from villagers. It's another way for us to burn down our dirty money as well. Got 2 calls at once. All right, so this guy says we got a call from someone claiming to be the police. Basically, there's an offer here to freeze the left star for $2,000, right? So even if we go over that in terror, the police won't activate. This is something to consider. So we're gonna pay the $2,000. We'll use that in a moment. Let's see what this guy wants. A white-haired man looks wistfully into the camera. The contents of this bag make Luke... Oh, okay, so he wants us to take over the DEA. We're not going to do that. Sorry, buddy, old pal. We're not taking on the DEA at this point. All right, we're going to do another deal with this guy. Since the first deal was successful, we can do... Oh, it's like twice as much. Twice as much plus a little bit. So 45 grand and dirty. We've got 2 folks here that we can use to ship it. So we'll move you down there. And this icon tells us that we're not going to get attacked, even though it's their territory. You know what? Before we do that, let's take over. Let's take this village. Colby, you can just help us ship. I don't want this product to go down here, though. I'm going to go into the cargo of this and tell them not to use this and not to use this. So that way they don't ship the cocaine down to this area, which is just to pack opium at this point. Okay, so now that we've got that frozen attention, now is probably a good time to go ahead and pick up a little bit more real estate. Maybe this? Warehouse? We'll let Colby do those deliveries. So this star is frozen, so we should be able to... Maybe we should go one more. So typically this would immediately trigger... Well, it's still under. Let's go one more. We're rolling the dice at this point. But we're going to start this farm, and we can put it on dirty. We're going to start this warehouse, put it on dirty. And then we're going to find our... Let's put another... Workshop right in here. It's like a glove. Then we'll put a crossroad right here just in case. All right, so now we're taking advantage of that frozen star. And that's it. We're not going to do any more. All right. Give the rest of this a break. Fire up this farm. We need to upgrade this village. We've got the better roads. We're going to build a little bit with these roads. Just to allow folks to move a little faster. And these upgrades do cost clean money, by the way. I mean, really, I should focus my efforts on this road right here. It's the one that gets used all the time. Colby, did you finish that delivery all by yourself? No, about halfway done with about 55% left. You might be able to finish it. But we've got an idle guy, so maybe we shouldn't just have him do it by himself. Let's help him out. Send his second guy down there. I think we're just going to keep upgrading this. And while we're getting ready for that, what we'll do is we'll build a little logistics hub for the village. Oh, did I ask for all that in dirty money? I think I did. It's okay. It's going to take a hot second, but it'll be fine. And then we're going to deliver this right here. So the advantage of having this is this slot, the utilization of dirty money to slot usage here is amazing, right? It's 20 grand to 3 grand because we're on a different type of product. And speaking of that, we got to research all this stuff anyway, so yeah, we can leave the rat hole stuff alone. Let's upgrade our farms. We're on level 2 farms right now. And then I think we should also think about the future here. All right, stop there. We don't want to have too much. All right, we've taken all this stuff away. We're going to stop deliveries. Move you back here. Have you stop delivery. So he's a cultivator, so we want him near the farms. Have you by the airport, and then have you make a deal. So right now our opium price is 72, but he can do a deal for 100, so we'll take that. And we need coffee, so we're going to come in here. Now, typically, I would try to do this with dirty money, but to get us started, I'm going to use clean. So these warehouses are going to go into the village, pick up the coffee. That coffee is going to get transported to various workshops and locally to here. And then we'll... All right, one thing we need to do is turn this location off to coffee so they don't try to ship our coffee out. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. And I think I should also turn it off so, well, No, it's fine. No, this is fine. We'll target you to a couple of warehouses. Right, so now, all right, let's see what you want. American Pharmaceutical. Okay, so an American drug company wants 100 units of opium for 10 grand, which is 100 for 100. So that's a good deal. We'll take that. They only wanted to deal with him, but he was at that airport, so that was a quick turnaround quest. All right, so the coffee's coming out of this village, going into this warehouse. Some of it's going in here, but effectively it's going to these warehouses. And then these workshops are packing opium and coffee together, and they're making these opium and coffee packages, maybe? And why aren't you running? Upgrade you to farm level 2. So we're packing that stuff a little more densely. Now it's just a question of, is it fast enough? Okay, so we triggered a police encounter, but it was down there, so it's okay. We need that terror to go down. Go down, terror, go down. All right, we need to pay for this. 45 grand. How much do you have in here? We have 0 in there. We deliver 45 grand to this guy before he gets mad at us and tries to attack us. $45,026. So now here's the tough part. At some point, I'm going to want to stop. These workshops are just so slow. I'm going to have the airport stop picking up opium directly and start dealing exclusively in packed. So now all the opium will come down here. Now we're going to have to manually buy coffee, but the recipe is pretty good. One coffee gives us handles 5 opium, so we'll just have to kind of remember to do it on a regular basis. Our terror level is right on that police trigger. We need to get that. We need to get that down. Right now, though, it's triggering attacks on our allies, so I don't want to say I don't care. One more trip. Why are you only taking 500? Uh-oh. Is there not enough money here? We are short on cash to make this delivery. What do we owe? 1,200. Stop delivery. Moves to the casino. Pick up 1,300. Getting really close. Ooh. Believe it or not, if you don't pay for... You don't complete a deal with a drug dealer, they get angry and attack you. I don't think we have the throughput in our workshops quite yet to do this exclusively. But we can buy some more coffee. You guys are battling the police. All right, we're going to turn direct shipments on. We'll let the coffee sort of build up once this entire little throughput game is figured out. Okay, we researched Farm 3. We got a phone call. See, now the problem is I don't know from memory where this location is. Basically, her editor is being held for ransom. And I'm going to say, I don't miss you too much. I don't know where that is. I don't know who I'd be offending. I can't tell. I don't have the map memorized. So we just pass. We're right at an hour. I think I'm going to call it here soon. Couple of things I want to do during the next episode is get the throughput of this little workshop scenario upgraded. We might need to go... So you got to be careful because the vegetable version, it only takes 3, where the coffee version takes 5, right? And if you do vegetables, you can only carry... Where is it? You can only carry 12 vegetables. So that's only 36. Where by default you can do 52. So that's not advantageous to use vegetables at the airport. I think the other one that's good is avocado. And let's recruit another lieutenant. So she's a peacemaker. She can occasionally give us loyalty.
See?
Passive loyalty is good loyalty. Let's ship some more. Let's go big. 700 on one airport is probably pushing it. But 400 when you can get an occasional 50 on a single drop. That's 100. Yeah, we should be fine to do that. Where are we backed up? Oh, we actually need more product. Well, these guys offer it, so let's buy a little bit. Only upgrades every 14 days. I can also buy the clean stuff, the legit products, right? So it costs you 14, 42, or 63. If we wanted more loyalty, we'd pay more. And currently the price for spice is 106. That's actually something to consider to try to get some of that loyalty up a little quicker. And then we've got the quinoa, which goes for 120. We could buy it for 69. We'll just do one of those. Because right when I clicked it, I remembered that let's turn off the quinoa for a second. We got to make sure we complete the deal for the opium before we try to do anything else. I don't want to fill our export slots with non-deal completing materials. Just over halfway done. All right, we'll turn the quinoa on. We'll start taking that, shipping out that legit material. And we could try... Oh, we got to take this out first. All right, next episode, we'll work out our workshops. Get the throughput going here. What I think makes sense is, one, transport companies. Do we have some upgrades we can take there? No. They're done. Where is the transport company level 2? Oh, it's way over here. We could get there. We could go out from this farm over to here. Oh no. It's gonna make me take this one. Before I do that, we'd have to go through here. I think it probably makes sense to go here, pick up this workshop, try to get that going. Because these guys are full. But these aren't. I just don't think we're pushing enough. Oh, that's another thing. This road is slow. Let's upgrade its road. Oh, let's figure this whole thing out. Let's get this one too. Let's go all the way out. There. That's a huge bonus. They're moving a lot faster now. Matter of fact, I'm going to retrace that just to make sure. Looked like they were slowing down. That's better. Now they're flying. So that'll help. We've got product in here that isn't getting down here quick enough. We could probably squeeze in a couple more transport companies. And probably another warehouse or two. Let's do that. Let's put this transport company right here. And then we'll squeeze in a warehouse right next to that. Like that. We'll start the research process here. And technically, we probably want this to connect like this. Let's see what we get. Quinoa. Yeah, so now we have to decide what do we want this one to do. I think we want it to connect down here. All right, so these guys need more coffee. We've upgraded to max, so 300 coffee per shot. $300 coffee allows us to process 1,500 products, so that's a pretty good ratio. I think we're going to tell this warehouse not to pick up. I think we're only going to pick up illicit materials here. And only this one illicit material. Though, I guess knowing that, then it's okay to pick this up. And then target this. And then it'll be up to this airport to decide if it wants to take opium or not. Yeah, I think that's looking good. It's not perfect yet, but we'll deal with that in the next episode. We'll get our situation worked out here, and then we'll probably expand to maybe over here, since that's a neutral territory. And that'll open up all kinds of additional options for us. That's something to deal with in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.